If you're visiting Athens in July, you might imagine endless crowds and unbearable heat, but there's another side to the city that many visitors never experience. For me, July is about slowing down and following the rhythm of everyday life. Late afternoon walks when the streets begin to cool, long dinners by the sea, spectacular sunsets along the Athenian Riviera, and evenings filled with music under the stars. This month, I spend my days between the coast and the city, picking up fresh fish straight from the local fishermen in Glyfada, enjoying seaside restaurants, and ending one evening at the Asteria Culture Festival in Glyfada. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Elena, and I've called the Athenian Riviera home since 1992. Join me as I share the Athens I know and love, beyond the famous landmarks and through the eyes of a local. Come with me and experience what Athens feels like in July. One place I've been coming to since my college days is Riviera Coast in Voula. Even after all these years, it's somewhere I still enjoy returning to. It's spacious, relaxed, and offers beautiful, uninterrupted views across the surrounding Gulf. Around sunset, the light here becomes absolutely magical, making it one of my favorite places to simply sit back and enjoy the sea. On a weekday, we headed to Grand Beach in Lagonissi. If you're planning to visit one of Athens' organized beaches, I always recommend coming Monday to Friday. Not only are they considerably less crowded, but many beach clubs also charge significantly higher entrance fees during weekends. I've actually created a separate video showcasing 8 of Athens' organized beaches. If you'd like more details, please refer to the link above. Last time I visited this beach, I ordered sandwiches from the beach menu, but this time we decided to have lunch at the restaurant. The food was fine, although nothing particularly memorable. We spent around €80 for 2 people, which I think is pricey for a beach lunch, but the Caesar salad was generous enough to enjoy as a meal on its own. Early in July, I headed into central Athens on a Wednesday afternoon, arriving around 5 o'clock. I started from Syntagma Square, walked along 𝐼𝐻 Street, which is the main shopping street, continued through Monastiraki and 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 before following the 𝐬𝐮𝐫𝐫𝐢𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 towards the southern entrance of the Acropolis. August is traditionally the month when Athenians leave for their holidays and the city becomes noticeably quieter. But even though it was only early July, Athens already seemed unusually peaceful. If you visited Athens in July, I would love to hear your experience in the comments below. The summer sales had already begun, yet 𝐼𝐻 Street was nowhere near as busy as I expected. A few years back, Wednesdays were known for shorter shopping hours, but over time these restrictions disappeared, and today most stores remain open throughout the day.
Voila.
It was almost 6 o'clock when I reached the southern entrance of the Acropolis. There was a queue of visitors waiting for the 6 o'clock entry slot, but I was pleased to see that a shaded canopy has now been installed over the entrance, offering some welcome protection from the strong summer sun. Only 20 minutes later, the entrance had already cleared again. I have filmed a dedicated video on how to best visit the Acropolis. Please refer to the link above. From there, I wandered into Plaka before making my way up to one of my favorite corners of Athens, Anafiotika. Every time I come here, it feels as though I've stepped into a tiny Cycladic island hidden beneath the Acropolis. Its story dates back to the 19th century, when skilled builders from the island of Anafi arrived in Athens to help construct King Otto's new capital. They built small, whitewashed homes using the same style they knew from their own island, creating this unique little neighborhood that still survives today. If you decide to visit, just remember that people actually live here, so keeping your voice down and respecting their privacy helps preserve its peaceful atmosphere. After exploring the historic center, it was time to head back to the coast, catching the metro from Acropolis station to 𝐸𝐿𝐼niko. As evening approached, I arrived in Glyfada and walked along Metaxa Street, the suburb's main shopping avenue. This is one of my favorite times of day here. The temperature becomes much more pleasant, people fill the cafes and restaurants, and the whole area comes alive without feeling overwhelming. From there I headed down to the coastal promenade. Watching the sunset along the Athenian Riviera never gets old for me. You'll see locals finishing an evening swim, runners and cyclists enjoying the cooler temperatures, while others simply sit facing the sea as the sun slowly disappears beyond the horizon. If you'd like to discover more of Glyfada, I've made a full guide dedicated entirely to the area. One evening in mid-July, I attended the Asteria Culture Festival at the Cultural Center of Art and Letters 𝐼 in Glyfada. That night, the Greek band 𝐾𝐵 was performing, and with a gentle sea breeze and live music under the summer sky, it became one of those evenings that perfectly capture what summer in Athens is all about.
You make me feel like I am home again.
The following Saturday, I woke up early, leaving home before 8 in the morning to walk to Glyfada's second marina. Between 8 and 9 each morning, local fishermen sell their catch directly from their boats, a tradition that has continued here since 1983. Walking through Glyfada that hour is a completely different experience. The streets are almost empty and everything feels wonderfully peaceful. This is one of the most authentic experiences you can have in the area because it allows you to connect directly with the people behind your food. I bought my fish from Stratos, who had an excellent catch that morning. His regular customers patiently waited for their turn, chatting with him as they picked whatever had arrived fresh from the sea. I already knew about Stratos' seagull friend from previous visits, but this time he told me she had chicks. He paused for a moment, gathered the leftover pieces from the fish he was cleaning, and tossed them to the waiting seagulls before returning to serve his customers. To finish the month, here are 3 places I generally enjoyed in July. First, Psitos Bakaliaros, a traditional seafood ouzeri in Glyfada, where you can enjoy generous meze and all-you-can-eat seafood experience. Mercato at the Four Seasons, Athens, continues to top my list of favorite restaurants on the Athenian Riviera. I've created a full video dedicated to the experience if you'd like to see more. And finally, Napule and Vari, home to an award-winning margherita pizza recognized among the very best in the world. And after trying it, it's easier to understand why. I hope this gives you a different perspective on Athens in July. If you're looking beyond the usual sightseeing and want to experience the city more like a local, I hope to see you back on my channel. I'll see you in the next month of my Athens series.